Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. Y'all come on in, come on in. Let's get tonight's session rolling. Come on in, come on in. Let's talk a little bit about blood pressure and self-mastery. That way we can understand one of these important prerequisites of life, especially when it comes down to creating a turnaround in your overall health. So you guys come on in, come on in. Let's get this class started. And before we get rolling, I definitely want to thank everybody that's already signed up for the 7-day pressure purge challenge. You should have your ebooks already and be able to actually go through some of the material. That way when the challenge starts on July 24th, you're already ahead of the game. You already know what to expect during the process, and you have a firm hold of understanding what we'll be doing during the 7-day pressure purge challenge. So tonight, what I want to do is I want to go over one of the prerequisites of life, which is called self-mastery, and tie it in to help you better understand how this understand how this flows when it comes down to regaining control of your blood pressure. Because when it comes down to your overall health, there's some things that you must be able to understand about the way you live and about how you approach certain things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my high blood pressure breakdown book, and I'm going to go through one of the chapters in here that's broken down into this portion called self-mastery. That way we can understand some of the ins and outs and connect the dots between how it ties into high blood pressure and what you can do for yourself when it comes down to getting better control of this area to improve your overall health. But before I dive right into this, I want to definitely give a shout out to everyone that's consistently still posting pictures and updating about their blood pressure. For everyone that's still consistently keeping up with last week's challenge and keeping moving forward with those same healthy habits with the 7-day fruit and salad challenge. I still consistently see those people posting fruits and what they're having for lunch and taking their blood pressure, and also doing the other small things as far as documenting their journey. This is a big part of just keeping up with this practice. That way, as we continue to move to the next challenge and the following challenge, you're just doubling down on your efforts to continue to gain control of your blood pressure by implementing these healthy eating and active living tactics and strategies. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the book. That way I can breeze through this chapter and help you understand a little bit more about what self-mastery is. That way you can understand it. So a brief definition of self-mastery. Self-mastery is basically understanding how you could go from being your own worst enemy to actually turning your actions and your habits into an ally of yourself when it comes down to creating some change. Because when it comes down to lifestyle diseases like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and things like this is largely self-inflicted. All these conditions are largely self-inflicted because it's all based off of the way you choose to live your life. And if you're constantly doing things or making decisions, whether it's dietary related, stress related, or what have you, and it's constantly inflicting and causing issues and triggering your blood pressure, you're never going to get out of this constant cycle. This hamster wheel is going to keep rolling and you're going to be caught up inside of it. So understanding how to apply self-mastery, this is going to be a crucial part in you understanding yourself and getting over the hump when it comes down to controlling your blood pressure. So I'm reading out of the high blood pressure breakdown, and I'm going to just go through this quick sub-chapter. That way you can understand a little bit more about what I'm talking about. Here we go. Self-mastery involves gaining a deep understanding of oneself, one's thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It enables individuals to identify their strengths, weaknesses, and areas for growth. By actively working on self-improvement and personal development, individuals can enhance their skills, expand their knowledge, and reach their full potential. Self-mastery helps in developing emotional intelligence and the ability to regulate emotions effectively. It involves being aware of one's emotions, understanding their triggers, and learning how to respond to them in a healthy and constructive manner. This skill promotes emotional resilience, reduces stress, and fosters positive relationships. Self-mastery involves developing self-discipline, which is essential for achieving goals and maintaining productivity. By cultivating self-control, individuals can manage distractions, overcome procrastination, and stay focused on tasks. This enhances productivity, time management, and overall effectiveness in various areas of life. Self-mastery empowers individuals to make informed decisions and effectively solve problems. By developing critical thinking skills, gathering information, and considering various perspectives, individuals can make decisions that align with their values and their goals. So this portion of self-mastery it goes into helping you understand the decisions that you're making that can be counterproductive to the goals that you're trying to obtain, while also helping you understand how to be open to other outside perspectives that are going to be in alignment with helping you reach your goals. As we get into the 7-day pressure purge challenge, we're going to be talking and breaking down some things, and this is going to be some new information that's probably going to go against what you've learned in the past and some of the habits that you've had previously. And one thing, when it comes down to getting to the root cause of certain issues, this is all about removing potential causes or things that are contributing to the problem. And part of this journey is letting go of what you think you know or what you think you might understand, and moving in a direction that's going to help you be more productive when it comes down to reaching your goal. So understanding that, you're gonna be faced with adversity throughout this process, but understanding more about yourself as you're moving through these things is going to be part of the healing process. This ability to navigate challenges and make wise choices contributes to overall well-being. It also fosters resilience and adaptability in the face of adversity. It involves developing a growth mindset, embracing change, and bouncing back from setbacks. And this is also critical to, like I said, bouncing back from setbacks. During the last 7-day fruit and salad challenge, a lot of people had some issues and discomforts that they needed to understand throughout this process. So understanding that when you're making these lifestyle changes, this is going to be a journey. This is not just about 1 day or 7 days. This is a journey that you're going to be on. And there are going to be some ups and downs. So you're going to have to be able to face this adversity and be able to put your foot in the ground and keep moving forward with these tactics and strategies to when you reach your goal of getting better control of your blood pressure and improving your overall lifestyle. Every day is not going to be pretty. Every day is not going to be just full of rainbows and sunshine. And, we have to understand that when days get tough and, we are not feeling our best, we're going to have to figure out how to show up for ourselves and get these things done. And even right now, I'm super tired. I'm dog tired. I've been in meetings all morning, all afternoon, going back and forth, discussing some things. But I made a commitment and said I'll be here at 8:30 to show up for you guys. And I made sure that I put my best foot forward so I can continue to show up and produce and continue to guide you guys through this process. And the same thing is for yourself. There's going to be some times where you're not feeling like yourself and you're not really worried about your blood pressure at all. But understanding that if you're on a mission and you're trying to get to the root cause of the problem, you're going to have to show up for yourself and understand how to maneuver through these different situations to continue on the journey. Developing self-mastery is a lifelong journey that involves self-reflection, self-awareness, and continuous learning. It requires practice, patience, and a commitment to personal growth. By cultivating self-mastery, individuals can enhance their well-being, lead fulfilling lives, and build a solid foundation for success in various aspects of their life. So just simply joining these types of challenges, it puts you in a position to get better, because again, it's a challenge, and that's why I made it a challenge, because you're challenging the way that you were previously doing things. Because clearly, if you're having chronic issues like blood pressure issues or type 2 diabetes or any other type of conditions, clearly something you're doing on the way you're living is off, because that's why these conditions are starting to show up and manifest in different ways. So you have to be willing to challenge your current mindset and change the way that you're doing things, because the old way not working. So now it's time to try and start putting some new things in perspective. And when you start doing new things, Now you have to challenge your old mindset and challenge those bad habits that you have and be able to fight through these things to correct them and create change with yourself. And this is why it's so important to document your journey, because as you document your journey, you're going to highlight some of those potential issues that you're having, and you're going to be able to see yourself move through this process and get better as you continue forward. So documenting your journey is always going to be a big part of this process, and I highly encourage it. Even if you're not posting it like I request you guys to do, make sure you're documenting your journey for yourself. That way you can that way you can be able to reflect on what you're going through and how you're progressing. Because if you don't have that paper trail or those videos or the pictures or however you choose to document your journey, you have nothing to reflect on. You don't have anything to motivate you when you get low. And that's going to be a problem, because if you don't have any backup source of motivation, it's easy to slide back down into that rabbit hole and end up just letting go of the progress that you made. And before you know it, a week or 2 weeks of not doing anything that's focused around controlling or getting off the blood pressure medications can easily leave you right back where you started at. And now you got to build up that motivation and that energy all over again. And that can be a problem for you. So understanding that documenting your journey is for yourself and to help on your level of success. And this is going to be a tool that you can use to continue to stir up that motivation and to keep moving forward, because a lot of times we try to rely on willpower, and willpower just simply isn't strong enough when it comes down to getting to the root causes of any problem, because willpower runs out. And when that willpower runs out, having that documentation of what you're doing, that's going to be some added fuel to keep you moving forward. Being inside of a community like this is going to keep giving you fuel to move forward. So you have to be willing to actively participate in your journey to rejuvenation and get into the root cause of these problems. So understanding that, this is all part of a cycle and a strategy of getting to where you want to be, because just going at it alone and just walking down the road by yourself, it's highly unlikely that you're going to be able to get there. So following a specific plan and actually having some structure in what you're doing, this is going to help you move forward and be consistent in your journey and your pathway. So this Monday on July 24th, the 7-day pressure purge challenge kicks off, and we're going to be diving deep into these things to help people understand what needs to come out and how to replace it and rebuild. And if you haven't signed up yet and got your ebook to start digesting some of the material, I highly recommend that you go ahead and get started, because it's a lot of things that you need to understand to prepare yourself for this process, because preparation is key. Those who prepare for the journey will make it to the end. And if you don't prepare for the journey and you think you're just going to wing your way through to try to get it done, got another thing coming from you. Life don't work that way. Those who prepare succeed. Those who think they're going to squeeze in and get by, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't happen that way. And unfortunately, some people run into that brick wall and they end up having to take a step back and try it all over again. So understanding that participation in these challenges are key when it comes to getting to the root cause of the problem. And they're all structured and aligned in a way to help you just consistently get more understanding and ultimately get better when it comes down to correcting these types of issues. So if you have any questions right now, any questions that you might have, feel free to drop them in the chat. And that way I can answer those questions and help you guys get a better understanding about anything that you might be experiencing or going through. So while I wait for those questions, I want to talk about another section that's inside of the challenge that I put inside. And inside of the book inside of the 7-day pressure purge challenge, I put a section in there that's called What is Disease? And I pretty much gave a breakdown of an understanding about the manifestation of disease, how it starts, how it progresses, and understanding what needs to take place to get the body back in alignment. And I put this in there mainly because it's a form of education to help you identify some of the things that can trigger chronic issues. When it comes down to blood pressure issues, this is one of the beginning stages of many issues. A lot of chronic diseases are high blood pressure is a part of a lot of different chronic conditions. So knowing that you have high blood pressure or this type of condition, there are other things that are manifesting in the body that hasn't yet shown up yet. And it's important that you understand this process of what's going on. That way you could take some initiative to actually start getting to the root cause of the problem. Because high blood pressure just isn't a blood pressure issue. Again, this is a lifestyle issue. And when your lifestyle consistently is disturbed and you're triggered and your body is triggered in many different ways, ultimately other chronic conditions continue to manifest. Just like high blood pressure usually ultimately leads to type 2 diabetes. These things roll down the same pathway, and other chronic conditions also manifest during this process. And if your lifestyle is off, your dietary habits are off, you start to see things happen. First thing usually happens, people start to gain weight. The next thing happens, their digestive system starts getting disrupted. They start getting constipated. Next thing happens after that, you start finding yourself getting sick often, get more sluggish. You start losing energy, and your body is starting to shut down. And as these toxins continue to build up in your body, ultimately disease is going to manifest, and your body's going to express its way in whatever shape or form genetically or whatever condition that you might be predisposed to. So understanding that high blood pressure is like a gateway disease. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of the first things that happen as your body begins to break down for a lot of individuals. So understanding that if this issue is consistently happening, something's going on within yourself, and it's important to actually understand how these things are manifesting and to get to the root cause of the problem. So I put a nice section inside of that breaks down disease to give you an understanding of the triggers, how it manifests and how it works. So I highly recommend that you guys read through that to get a better understanding. And what will happen is next week when the challenge actually kicks off and we start to break down that ebook, we'll start getting some understanding, connecting some dots, and you'll be able to ask those questions that you have to better understand your personal situation and be able to move forward and gain control of the things that you're dealing with. So I don't see any questions that popped up as of now. I know sometimes I have issues with my questions and stuff like that. So if you have any, drop them in now. If not, I already mentioned I was tired. I'm not I'm not even gonna front about it. I'm tired. I haven't been sleeping a whole lot as much as I usually do the last week or so, and it's starting to catch up with me. I see a few questions that came in. Where's the link to sign up? Basically, when you go into the group, you'll see a few posts that are pinned up. Those posts that are pinned up, you'll be able to just click on the link, and it'll take you right inside of my website, and you'll be able to sign up from there. Basically, you can be able to sign up from there, and you'll get the ebook sent. You'll get the ebook sent to you, and you'll be able to digest the ebook, understand what you need to understand, and it'll give you more information about when the challenge starts, what it consists of, and how to move forward from there. And the main thing is check your email. That way, check your email, check your spam mail, just in case when you sign up. That way you can make sure you have the book and be able to move forward with everything that you need. I'm sorry I came in late. Has the ebook been sent out? Yes, if you signed up for the challenge, the ebooks will be sent out automatically. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes for you to actually get it. Just check both of those folders, and you have everything that you need. And Miss Walters, I saw you post your you posted today, I believe. Yeah, you posted today. I saw your results, and I want to say congratulations. Like, every time you post, that scale is moving down. Like, every time the blood pressure is coming down, that scale's coming down, that number's coming down. And I believe from the beginning of the challenge to now, you probably should be down anywhere between 7 to 10 pounds, and the blood pressure is coming down drastically as well. So hats off to you. Continue to do exactly what you're doing. You're showing up for yourself. You're executing through this process. You're applying this tactics, and you're getting the results just by showing up and doing what's needed to do. So, Ms. Walters, hats off to you. I love everything that you're doing. You're documenting the journey. You're following step by step, and most importantly, you're getting the results mainly because you're just doing what you're supposed to do. Your body's getting into alignment. And imagine if you just continue with this process. This has been what? This has only been like 9 days. Imagine what it looks like 30 days from now. Imagine what it looks like 60 days from now. And that's compound interest of you just showing up for yourself, applying these different tactics and strategies. This is what it's all about. Miss Renee Easton just said, I received my Healthy Eating, Active Living shirt today. I love it. Positive message, and it's so soft. Thank you, Miss Renee. I'm glad you got your shirts. They got sent out last week, and everyone that's already ordered those t-shirts, they should be dropping on the doorstep any day now. Mainly because you know what, they should be dropping on the doorstep any day now. I'm glad you guys. I'm glad you. I'm sorry, Miss Easton. I'm glad that you purchased the shirt. I'm really happy for you to actually receive it. What you can do, if you don't mind, take a picture of it, post it in the group so people can see what the shirt actually looks like, and that way, you know, you can just continue to spread that positivity. That way, you know, people can support the group, keep things moving in the right direction. And, you know, just put that positive message out, because, again, it's all about healthy eating and active living. And when you wear that shirt, you can wear it proud because you're on your health and wellness journey. And that shirt says a lot, because that's what we stand for, man. Eating healthy and living a lifestyle that's health promoting. And that's going to allow us to have our vitality and our energy, have our vitality and have, you know, just I can't even get my words out, man. But, you know, that's what it's all about, man. Healthy eating, active living. I couldn't even kick it out of myself. But, yeah, definitely post a picture of that T-shirt. And, again, everybody else, well, you should get yours, too. Oh, Miss Marianne, you got yours yesterday as well. Awesome, man. So the shirts are dropping. Like I say, everybody that ordered last week, they're dropping. And if you're interested in actually ordering a shirt, just simply click on the link inside of the group. You'll see it posted somewhere on the things that are pinned there. Order a shirt, support the group, spread that positive message, and just keep showing up for yourself, because that's what it's all about. This is a journey, and this community is here to help you get to where you're trying to be on this journey. And that's what it's all about, just building these connections. And I would greatly appreciate you all for just supporting the process, ordering a shirt, purchasing the high blood pressure breakdown book as well. That way, as you just continue to move through this process, you stay encouraged, stay motivated, and you also have the tools that you need to just continuously get better. So hats off to you all. I appreciate the support. Any other questions that you guys might have, feel free to drop them in. I know I said it once. I'm actually quite tired, and I don't mind hanging out for a few more minutes, but my eyes, you see my eyes getting heavy right now. I'm actually pretty tired. I had a really productive day. I'm gonna give you a little bit of insights about my day, actually. This morning, I posted a video about going to the CRA, which is the Community Redevelopment Agency, to talk to them about this area in my community that it was like a community garden that was really having some trouble. I went there, I had a nice meeting with the director there for probably about an hour. We talked about a ton of great things that they have going on, and we're going to figure something out about what's happening there. So I'll keep you guys up to date with that. But most importantly, I had to drive I drove like an hour south today to talk to one of my partners about about this project that I have going on. That actually that's what the shirts are for, to help fund this project. I don't want to give you out too much information because I don't like talking about it until it's actually up and going. But this project this project that I was talking about, that's what the proceeds from the shirts go for, and we'll actually be able to build it up and get it situated, and I'll be able to present it to you guys. That way, you know, we can continue to move forward, have more tools that we need, continue to put forth, you know, the educational videos, and create that nurturing environment for those of us that are actively participating to just continue to get better, because it's really just all about the tools and the support and keeping the page going. And, you know, that requires some funding and stuff like that. So that's what that was all about. I spent some time down there putting some stuff together. We got some great information, some great progress. And I look forward to revealing this information in the coming week or so. That way you can understand what's happening. And then, you know, we can just put our foot down and keep moving forward. So it's definitely a pleasant process. It's going pretty well. And it's just a little draining. It's a little exhausting, you know, just showing up, driving, talking, brainstorming, coming up with ideas, rebuilding what we already have. and just making sure that we're able to develop and put it out in a way that people connect with it, and it motivates them, and it also just helps get to the root cause of the problem. We'll keep going, and I'll answer a few more questions here. Tracy White, what do you suggest for electrolytes? Because I can't eat fruit on floor at work. It's hot and I sweat a lot. Just stay hydrated. That's it. If you can't eat when you're on the floor, you got to eat them before you get on the floor. As simple as that. That's probably would be the best strategy. But if it's hot, just make sure you stay hydrated. The best approach will probably be having fresh coconut water, because that's going to be filled with potassium and magnesium and those electrolytes. That's going to keep you going. It also has a good amount of sodium in it. That's going to help you just keep you nourished. So that's going to be the best type of water to have. But if you can't, just get your fruits in before you get going, and they're going to give you that energy. They're going to give you the nutrients. They're going to keep you sustained throughout this process and help you move further along through this journey. So that'll be probably the best suggestion. But having some fresh coconut water is always going to be good, because it's filled with plenty of electrolytes that's going to just hydrate the body and keep you moving in the right direction. So any other questions? If not, I'm definitely going to chime out. But I'll give you guys just a second. Anything else you guys might have, feel free to drop it in. Again, the Healthy Eating Active Living t-shirts, you can find the link for it inside of the group. That way you can purchase a shirt, continue to support the channel, keep us moving in the right direction. And the High Blood Pressure Breakdown book, it's available. That way you can get the tactics and strategies and everything that you need to help you work towards getting control of your blood pressure issues. All of the links for these products are inside of the community. You'll find them. Just click on them and it'll take you to my webpage. But I hope you guys are prepared for the Pressure Purge Challenge, because again, the Pressure Purge Challenge is a step above the 7-day fruit and salad challenge. This Pressure Purge Challenge is gonna trigger you, and that's what it's made to do. It's made to trigger you and challenge you in certain ways when it comes down to getting to the root cause of your blood pressure issue. It's going to challenge your thought process. It's going to challenge just some of the ideas that you had about health and wellness. But the main thing I say is let go of what you think you know and follow the process. And when you move through it, analyze the data, document your journey, and look at what results you were able to get. If you like the results, keep moving forward with the process. If you don't like it, just stop it. It's as simple as that. But this challenge is all about testing yourself and seeing how well you can get your body back in alignment through these types of processes. But I can guarantee you, when you remove these things from your diet and you allow your body to correct itself, your body will respond in a positive way, and it's going to show an improved health and improved blood pressure numbers. And now it's just all about maintaining and moving forward in the right direction. Miss Clara Kirkwood, you like your results? And Miss Kirkwood, definitely. I've seen you. You post your results on the past week as well, and your results look great as well. So continuing to do what you need to do, and as you guys can see with these testimonies that are popping up, we're getting results. And the main thing now is building the body up to maintain these results. That's how you work your way off of the medication. You understand how to get the results and see where you're deficient at or where you're coming up short at. And then you continue to build on these tactics and strategies, apply them to your life, get your body nice and strong and healthy. And then you just start working your way off of the medication, because ultimately, when you start doing these things, you run the risk of being over medicated. And this is going to be a sign to help you understand, like, hey doc, I'm making these changes. My body's improving. My blood pressure is improving. I need you to analyze what you're doing. And a doctor's job is to see what's going on and start to reduce those medications until ultimately you don't need any of those things that you're taking. So other than that, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm logging off for tonight. I won't be on tomorrow because it's Wednesday. That's my day off. But I will be back Thursday. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Pressure Purge Challenge and everything else that we have going on. And then we'll just pick up from there. So shirts, book, and challenge information is all inside of the community. If you haven't signed up, got your shirt yet, or purchased the book, feel free to do so at your time. But definitely, if you're getting into the challenge, get your ebook now. Start digesting some of the information now. That way you're prepared for the process. So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'll see you next time. I'm going to try to get some shut-eye because I'm definitely a little bit tired. So blessings.